Here's how you can potentially get a free ray gun Mark II on Ashes of the Damned. Most of the guides you watch says it's guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. I've done it once and didn't get the Mark II, but I think there's a high probability of getting it. To do this, the first thing you need to do is use the launch pad at every single location on the map. So there are 7 in total, with 1 being at each location, but there's 2 at Ashwood. You need to use all of them. Then return to Janus Towers and go about 3 to 4 rounds, and this light is gonna flash. Now you pretty much just have to stare at it for 3 to 4 rounds to not miss it, because when it happens, it'll only happen once and it happens very quick. Once it starts flashing, it's gonna flash very quick and it's gonna do a sequence of numbers. So my first one flashed 7 times, so I need to write down the number 7, and then there's like a 1-second break before it flashes the next number. Then it flashed 4 times before the break, so then 7, 4, and then it did 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So it flashed all that in that order, and after it does that, it'll stop flashing. In the order that it flashed, you need to use the jump pads that it flashed from the first to the last. So on every jump pad, there's a number. My first one was 7, so I had to go to the 7 first, and then I launched all the way over to 4. So every number after the first one is going to be a launch pad you can launch to. So you can launch from 7 to 4, and then from 4 to 1, and then 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 5 to 6. With the last one you use, which for me was number 6, launch back to Ashwood, and a portal is going to spawn from one of the jump pads from Ashwood to a different part of the map. This portal is temporary, so you have to do it somewhat quick, but mine was from Ashwood to the rocket test site. Now, it can either be where you launch from Ashwood to the rocket test site, or from the rocket test site to Ashwood. Honestly, the best you can do is look at the portal and take your best guess, because if you miss, you'll miss by like an inch, and it's really hard to tell which jump pad you need to use and jump where. So use your best judgment, use the jump pad, and when you hit the portal, it'll spawn you back at Ashwood, and it'll drop a bunch of loot and potentially will drop you the ray gun Mark II.